Hey everybody, we're back for Thursday night commentary, CCG Poker Radio. This is your host, Ken, and I'm welcomed by...
Brandon. I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
You're co-host now.
Yeah.
You have to come every Thursday.
It's great.
Yeah.
I'm averaging about 25 minutes late.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Terrible.
All right, so this is a 2-5 cash game at the max. I recorded it a couple of weeks ago. Pretty good cast of characters, a lot of regulars. You got Final Table Brian. You got Mike the Mouth, who named himself. He said that was his name in baseball. I was like, yeah, pretty sure that's a good name for him. John the Grinder? What are we calling John? I don't know. John needs a nickname. Who else you got? You got Big Cup Chris in here.
Where's the 5 seed?
He comes all the time, and now I feel so bad that I can't remember his name. He's a really good player, too.
Is this a Saturday?
This is a Saturday, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, we're calling this one the 2-5 drunk game. I hope that's okay. It's just the way it is. They were drinking, and it progressively gets more and more goofy. They're also playing the 7 deuce game, which comes into play at least on 3 or 4 hands, where if you win the hand and you show 7 deuce, you win, I think it's like $5 from every player.
Yeah, 5 or 10.
5 or 10, which is such an inconsequential amount of money that these guys are trying to win these big pots with, like, garbage hands. It's great.
Yep.
So I think the table's kind of recalibrating. Brian's giving me a little bit of grief right now about doing it. So hopefully this will start shortly, because this is definitely the longest interview we've ever done.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes in now.
If you notice, it keeps saying 97 cents, and I can't figure out why it's doing pennies and not dollars.
What do you have the blinds at 0.1?
No, everything was dollar. Everything was right, except for some reason I'd clicked like this auto 100 or something, and it changed everything to be like 1/100th of what it was supposed to be.
Huh.
I don't know why you would ever want that. Like, why is that even a freaking setting?
I have no idea.
But it is.
So a 7 deuce game, every time somebody bets the river, you just bets big on the river, you just don't know, right?
You don't know if he's just got 7 deuce trying to win the pot and win a little bonus from everybody.
Because every time you get dealt 7 deuce in the 7 deuce game,
You're raising.
you're playing.
Yeah.
Or maybe limp re-raising, whatever. You're putting chips in the pot.
Yep, still see it says 97 cents. AJ is in there?
Yeah, we're getting a little. AJ's in the 8 seed, 7 seed, 8 seed.
Yeah. You want to do our plug now, since...
I mean, might as well.
Yeah, what do we got this... well, this will air next week, so... Sorry, we're kind of recording these at different times. So this is... No, the main event would have just happened, right? No, main event!
That's what I
Yes,
thought.
the main event's next weekend.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
This tomorrow. Today. It's going on right now.
Okay,
We figured it out.
Start over. Hey, it's Ken, CCG Poker Radio. Welcome to the main event of the Chicago Series of Poker, airing today, August 1st. Yeah, right? This should come out on August 1st.
Yes.
All right, we got to be careful about recording these early, because I know I feel like great on the Boy Scout theme, but yet it's really difficult to
figure out where we're at.
Yeah, like
in the
do
world,
the plugs.
in the future.
Right, in the future. It's like future Ken and future Brandon.
Yeah, here we are.
Here we are in the future.
Are you ever going to figure this out?
I don't know. I don't know how much longer we can talk here without having to start over.
This is like practice for a podcast.
I think it's a good practice.
All right, so we have main event going on right now.
Yep.
3-day ones.
3-day ones.
$580 buy-in.
$580 buy-in. I watched Dodgeball, and I want to do some commentary like Pepper and the other guys. Bold strategy, Cotton. He keeps saying the same thing over again that the guy just previously said. It's hilarious. I also realized that I really can't watch Dodgeball with my kids because it's a little...
It's a little bit. It's like, what, PG-13?
Probably PG-13. There's some, like... I don't know about adult situations, but there's definitely some stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a couple of hookers back in my room. And he's like, no thanks, Patches. Like, it's fine. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't want my 5-year-old to be like, Daddy, what's a hooker?
Yeah, that seems...
Can we say hooker on this?
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I just did.
So. Hooker's fine.
Escort?
Yeah.
What's the difference between a hooker and an escort?
You're asking about
Money?
Is that the difference?
I don't know. Maybe escorts cost more?
Because they like...
I know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Fletch is in. Sure you're in? Yeah.
All right. Well, 5 minutes in.
There's the 5 deuce or the 7 deuce game. And Fletch is here too.
Oh, Fletch is on?
They are talking to Fletch.
So are we keeping this intro, or are we going to start over?
We have to keep it. We're pocket with it.
We're Pod committed. Oh my God. Well, thank you if you guys have made it through this first 5 minutes of the first ever CCG podcast with sidebar video of just Final Table Brian talking about what game they're going to play.
Or if you get the showdown.
Okay, here we go. 2-5 game. We're up and running.
You just got $100.
He just got 97 because he came over from 1-3 game that just turned into a 2-5 game. And, yeah, so that's what he's playing with.
Oh, okay.
He just grinds to super short stack.
Sweet.
Everybody else buys in for kind of standard. Nothing too terribly crazy. Let's see if we can see the rest of this cast of characters. You said Fletch is in there.
Fletch and AJ.
Fletch and AJ. Big Cup Chris is in there as well.
That's it. That's everybody.
And then whoever's not sitting in that 6th seat.
That's got to be Chris, right?
You would think. No, Chris is, I think, in the 8th seat.
Oh. All right.
We're getting closer.
Here we go.
Here we go. Start him up. Nice. Okay.
And AJ wins.
AJ walks in the first hand.
Walk City.
Almost doubled up.
And there's the drinks coming in. On cue.
Nice. All right, we got Ryan with our big stack right now, who basically just bought that stack.
Yep.
Final Table Brian, Chris, Mike the Mouth, Fletcherson, John the Grinder, John the Rounder. John likes to play like every game.
He
and
does.
He kind of bounces around. He's like the perfect customer because he's like, oh, we're gonna play 2-5. He's like, cool.
Perfect.
Oh, we only got a 1-1 seat. Cool. Oh, there's only seats left in the early bird. Cool.
Yeah.
Like he'll play whatever.
PLO starting.
PLO's going.
Perfect.
I'm in.
All
Yeah,
right.
just like he's in for everything. All right, Ryan is in the 5 seat. Ryan's a regular. He's been on this a bunch now.
You know.
Fletch
There's
is in
Fletch.
there. New guy Matt. I know him. He's been coming to the events for a long time. John with Ace King.
Yeah. Brian called with, I think, King 6 of Hearts here.
Yep.
Fletch coming along with
Sixes.
ooh, no 6s
Just
left.
catching up here.
Fletch ain't gonna flop a 6.
No 6s left.
What, $5? Everyone's in.
Okay, $5 7 deuce game. So they want to win a total of $40 from the other players to try to bluff at a big giant pot. Which is pretty great.
He didn't say. He just said.
Ooh, Jack
AJ 's
10.
in
What's
there.
your pick to click here? Which one? Which one?
Jack 10.
Jack
no,
10
look
for
at that,
sure. Jack 10
36%.
suited.
5 ways.
I didn't even look at the things. And we flop 3, 4, 7. Pretty good flop for 6s here.
Pretty good
This
flop.
is like the only way 6s get through. 7 on the turn.
Pretty
Still
good
not.
turn.
Yeah, it's
That's
still a
even
great
turn
turn.
for 6s.
Anybody with a 7 there would have bet it, right?
Probably. Fletch is thinking the same
Nobody's
thing.
slow playing the 7 there on the flop with 5-way action.
And we're going heads up.
Yeah, he's going to take it down with a $20 bet here.
Oh, you see that video?
John bets one.
Oh.
It's called.
Pulled his pants down. Like dick out and everything.
And you're figuring out how to look at the computer. There you go. Fold. All right. Ace or king for John. Boom. Ooh, Jack
Hook.
10 would have came in. So I picked the click.
Oh, yeah, the jack is good.
Yep.
Well, so then
Jack.
you shoe up
Or I'm sorry.
Check,
bet 20.
check.
No, bet 20.
Oh,
and
he
call
bet 20 again? I
Yeah.
give Fletch props here
Yeah.
because, I mean, in all honesty, that's the best case
For
for 6s. Like, literally,
one in hand.
what else is he worried about? I mean, I guess the diamonds hit on the river, which is the
But that's
original flush draw,
$20.
but yeah, it's $20. Like, nobody's folding.
So the guy takes the guy's
I feel like John just punted $20 there.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough to, like, get any right.
Anything. Even a 4 probably calls.
I think like 35, maybe. It looks a little like, well, you bet 30.
40, 50.
Yeah, I mean, then it's like he might have given it up, but for $20, he's not folding.
I really don't know. Another guy got DQ'd for taking
Value bet city, a value bluff.
That was a really long intro.
I loved it. You didn't like it?
I just thought it was funny. 6 minutes in, you're like, "We're gonna keep this." we got to.
We're pop committed. We're triple barrel and bluffing this thing. It's
Right.
going the
We
whole
bet,
way.
We bet the flop. We bet the turn. We're all in here on the river.
So I had a really great joke the other day about the Phil Ivey Masterclass because I kind of want to buy the Masterclass. It's $200 and you get access to every Masterclass.
Yeah.
And there's like Martin Scorsese teaches directing. I want to just see what he says. Plus, I kind of really want to see the Daniel Negreanu one. Well, then somebody's like, oh, do you have any interest in watching the Phil Ivey one? And I was like, not really. Like, what's Phil Ivey going to say? So, yeah, like you bet the flop, and then if they call, then you bet the turn, and then if they call again, you just bet the river.
Bet the river.
That's
Then they raise, then you raise.
Yeah, then you raise again. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
you just keep betting. Like, I just feel like Phil's just like, you just keep firing, and then
Yeah.
whoever wins, wins. And he's so shy and weird on camera.
He is. He looks a little weird.
He looks uncomfortable. It looks like
Yeah.
he's unhappy to be on camera. Because
I guess
I'm
the only
also
thing
super pot committed on watching the Daniel Negreanu vlogs.
Yeah.
I'm catching up for the end because
40
WSOP's over.
43 or 48. You're almost.
Yeah,
done.
I'm almost done. I can't give up now. This was a pretty big set. I mean, the Max has been really good for cash games.
It has been.
I mean, like, it's been awesome. So if you guys are avoiding the Max because you're unsure of the gym or unsure of the restaurant or kind of the whole situation, like, bars open, restaurants open, waitresses are in there. Full menu.
But
We're
they're
not
still
on.
there. I mean,
they're still there.
yeah.
Like, we're getting into the flow of the summer at the Max, and it's been busy. Tournaments have been good.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been getting a lot of PLO off. 1-1 and 1-3 have been firing like super early. I mean, 1-3 is
earlier.
basically like 2:15, 1-3 games ripping.
Yep.
1-1's been ripping by 3 o'clock almost every time, right?
Yep.
And then
PLO
second
has been going
around 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, on most days. So, anyways, if you've been haven't been hanging out with us at the Max, now's a good time to kind of bump it in there, because
this weekend's going to be super.
main
good.
event. So I mean, it should be awesome.
Brian takes this.
And then what happens after
pop
main
on
event?
with King High here.
No, there's no poker. This is the podcast.
Oh, okay.
We're no longer doing video
You
commentary.
guys watch if you watch poker.
Right.
Or watch poker.
Brian wins with King 8. Somebody knocking on the door?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're back from the person knocking at the door. It wasn't anything cool, right?
Nothing.
Just now
No.
dropping the truck keys back off.
Amazon package too.
And an Amazon package?
Yep.
Nice. Is it for me or for Bert?
I didn't look.
Damn it. I love Amazon.
I know.
Amazon comes to my house every day. You have a problem with Amazon,
A little
don't you?
bit.
So
Yeah,
if
this morning again.
Jeff Bezos, if you're listening to this, because there's a good possibility that he is, right?
50-50.
50-50 chance
Either
at
is or isn't.
the CEO of Amazon, formerly the richest man in the world, could be listening to the CCG Thursday night commentary. What's your problem with Amazon? Put it out there in the world, Brandon.
My Amazon guy comes at like 7:45
A.M.
a.m.
7:45 a.m. For Brandon, the life of a poker pro, that is no good.
No good.
Get the
And
hell
he's just
out.
buzzing.
Open the door, Brandon.
So lately,
Do we
I
have
just.
five-way action again?
Well, this isn't where I thought we weren't doing poker.
No, we are a little
Fine,
bit.
5 ways for 100.
It's $20 a man, so somebody raised.
Hopefully Ryan raised. I don't think I went 10-5 and didn't win. But maybe he did.
I think he
Fletch
did.
Raised. Okay.
Pretty sweet. Anybody got anything on this flop?
Ryan's got an open under on the turn.
Yeah.
That's it.
So does Brian.
Fletch
Brian and
ace high,
Ryan.
Mike ace high.
Brian and Ryan.
Brian makes the better straight if an 8 comes.
Yep. Ace
Yeah.
Jack.
You know, in Brian's head, he's just like 8, 8, 8,
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. I scoop a big pot.
8, 8, 8. Red 8.
Oh, yeah, you got to get a red 8 in there.
Um,
Mike's slowing the game down, going, folks, we need to take a minute here to think about what I want, and then fold.
yeah.
Tank fold. Best thing to do in poker.
And then
Any way to
Brian's snap
massively tilt the table is to tank fold. Jack on the river would have given Mike
Yep,
a
the
jack.
best hand.
Oh, that's great. Ryan's gonna bluff at it here. This is one of those my favorite instances. He's bluffing with the best hand.
10 high.
I mean, no way Brian calls. Kind of funny that it's Brian and Ryan sitting next to each other.
It is.
And FTB's just like, I think I'm going to casually have a couple of beers, see how it goes. It progresses.
7 later.
It progresses. AJ's still hanging on to that short stack, $80. John. What do we call John? John needs a nickname this episode. Like, I need to figure out his name. I don't know what it is. And Fletch, we're just going to stick with Fletch.
Yeah.
You ever see the movie Fletch with Chevy Chase?
No.
It's pretty good. It's funny. If you like Chevy Chase movies, it's kind of that funny, quirky, like, slapstick kind of funny. I like it, though. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Fletch raises to $25
Another
with
guy.
7 deuce because they're playing the 7 deuce game. If you win with 7 deuce, you get a $5 bonus from every player.
And there's only 7 players.
That's
so
35 bucks. Anybody else got a hand here? Yeah, Queen 10, Jack 9 from Brian. Brian, you know, FTB likes to... He's got a
He's
pretty
gonna
wide
splash.
range. He's
He's-
basically open range FTB.
And look at this. Jack 9-4.
Which means Fletch is going to keep firing
Continue
here.
the
He's
story.
Phil Ivey Masterclass. Bet flop. Bet the turn.
Although there is something about Phil Ivey. I wanted to hear...
I'm not making fun of Phil Ivey.
No,
I just think he's...
I want to hear his thoughts on, like, hands that he played, like what was going through his head. Because
Really?
they go back and, like, watch a bunch of his big hands.
Really?
And then he,
I'm
like,
telling you.
He talks about...
I get zero money from Masterclass. I want more people to pay the $200 for a 1-year subscription, and let's all of us go to CCG and watch the Martin Scorsese How to Direct. We'll watch Danny Negreanu poker. We'll
What
watch,
other ones are there?
dude, I don't know, tons of famous people. There's like a barbecue class. We can learn how to make barbecue.
Already pretty good.
What's your favorite type of food? Mine's barbecue.
All right, Fletch folds.
Speaking of barbecue, you ever talk to that guy?
No.
Nah, he disappeared.
No.
Fletch gave it up.
Matt's got the open under. My favorite type of food.
You know, like if you had
I'm
to like,
aware.
yeah.
I mean, barbecue's out there.
Barbecue's pretty good, right?
Barbecue
Like barbecue's
is
just
up there.
legit. Like good barbecue is so hard, not hard to find, but like it's just
You
so
appreciate it
good.
when
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
so
good.
good. And it's like very manly,
It is.
right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to make barbecue is like
It's just meat and
right.
yeah.
I mean, I got nothing else to say to that. It's just meat. Big Cup Chris is over there in the Cubs hat.
So Matt has a decision here. He's only got $400. He's got 60 in. The problem is what's he gonna do? Call 135 and then
So-
fold if he misses the turn.
So Brian checked. Matt
Fletch, no Fletch with the 7 deuce.
made it 60 something.
Yeah, Matt called with
Matt
the open under.
calls.
Brian made it 200.
Brian makes it 200 ball. Pretty cool.
Yep. Matt's basically all on our fold here. He can't really call.
I know.
Yeah, because it's not like Brian's going to give it up on the turn.
Or Matt really can't call 135 more than fold if he misses the turn.
What is that called? Fold. He has no fold equity. Did I use that one right?
A little bit.
Kind of
Not
close.
really.
Enough to where people might not say it's awful.
There we go. Get
So he
it in
just
there.
calls.
Yeah.
Which you don't
Interesting to
like.
see- well, let's see if he folds the turn.
Small in.
See, like,
Now you have to call,
right,
right?
especially when you hit a 10.
I think he's going to call.
Right.
I don't think he wants to call. But if you want to, I mean, then he should have folded the flop, right?
That's my point exactly.
So either get it all in, get 2 rips at it, or just give it up.
See 5 cards.
No, like you drawing pictures for your chick? Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah, you got the club.
Oh, we did open face Chinese poker. I mean, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But that was a really good.
That was awesome.
That was a great turnout, right? I mean, we got like what?
12?
And we really could have gotten more, but we did a random time, 9 o'clock on a Thursday.
Yeah.
We didn't really do like a lot of like advertising for it, in the sense of like
Plus, there was like 13 or 14 I wanted to play, but we had to.
couldn't and
Yeah.
doing other stuff. And with that being said, since we've got a moment while Matt decides here what he wants to do for the fate of his last $258, we are thinking of doing an open face Chinese poker league.
Oh, he does call. Cancel. Hold the league.
Now hold the league. Think he hits it?
2 of diamonds.
Nope.
Yeah, spades get there though. And then Brian goes spades. He's like, nah, I was just open ended.
I expected he had spades.
All right, Brian gets
Brian gets a fatty
1.5K.
pot there.
Yeah.
So open face OFC poker league.
OFCP.
OFCP
P.
L.
OFCPP.
All right, that's too long. Anyways, open face Chinese poker, pineapple, high version, high variant, regular high,
First 20 minutes.
not get high and play OFC,
No.
because that would be tough.
That would be tough.
But yeah, right. Like I think we want to do some kind of league and goof off and have some fun.
There's nothing in the time slot after 6:30 on Sunday.
Because I feel like Chinese poker is like huge right now. I mean, it has caught fire at CCG. Lots of people are playing it. You see guys waiting in between stuff, like they're playing it. You know, it's fun, and it's a skill-based game, but there is still some luck involved, and you can
I think
suck.
you're
There's
always
suck
rooting,
outs.
you're
and-
always rooting for cards. Like
yeah.
every street, something different happens.
Something different happens.
There's always Fantasyland, and there's always.
So if you don't know how to play open-face Chinese poker, there is a video out on the Scoop.
Ooh,
Scoop
yeah,
number
but
2. I know, Scoop plug.
You can use
can check out OFC, open-face Chinese poker, and how to play and kind of how the scoring works. And it's our first video of the Scoop, so I thought it would be something kind of fun. Keep watching the original Scoop video. Scoop number 1 talks about the Scoop and some comments. If you comment on that video, you can win a $580 main event seat.
Boom.
Which I think I might have already... No, I said I would pick the winner...
tomorrow.
Okay, so congratulations to whoever won that comment, because this is coming out the week of. So, hey, congratulations, insert name here, of who won. That I'm going to go back and edit that in post.
Yeah.
Think that'll happen?
No.
No, me neither. Fletch wins with a king 9, flops a 9.
Reload for
Matt.
Matt.
Reload. Can we call John Johnny Reloads?
Johnny reloads. No.
I mean, I want to find a name where we could stick reloads onto some guy because he just keeps firing bullets. The worst part is it's probably me.
Yeah.
I could be Kenny Reloads because I just keep buying chips. Just keep buying them.
You're
Keep
never
buying
out.
them.
If you keep
Never
buying.
out. You're never out if you keep buying them. You like to say play tight, play all night. I like to say if you just keep buying chips, you're never out.
Yep.
Every tournament's a rebuy tournament if you just keep firing.
Except for the main event.
Yeah, I mean, they only let one. I heard they were thinking about making that, like, maybe a one re-entry tournament. What's your thoughts on that? Like, if it's freeze out versus, like, one
I
re-entry,
think in
a
general I
limited
like
re-entry.
re-entries, but not in like the main event.
But, yeah, I think the main event's cool because of the fact that it's, like, you get one shot.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it different. When
Right.
people play differently when you do not have the option to get back in.
Yeah.
How many times do people go, how much time's left on the registration? 10 minutes. Cool, I'm all in. Right? Because they know they can just buy another seat.
Yeah.
Benefits the rich, benefits the pros, doesn't benefit the average guy who plays poker.
Who's gonna rip one shot at it?
Right, like I am next year. I'm playing next year in the main event. And I'm going to do the CCG poker vlog main event style. Ooh, trademark that.
It's that blue moon, it's that blue moon stuff.
John the Baptist with 5s. Nope, nothing. I'll work on it. One of those 5s is gone. Ryan's down. Fletch has got a hand.
On the button.
Do you raise with ace queen here?
Uh-huh.
You do?
Yep.
He just calls.
No, he
Oh no, he raised.
John
Oh, I'm
didn't
sorry,
raise.
I didn't see John.
But I would read.
You would have, if he'd have made it 20, you'd have made it 60 something, 50.
Somewhere there.
So next time I get 7 deuce, I should just shove.
Shove, take it down pre, and then win the
And then win the extra $35. That's the way to play the 7 deuce game. Don't let it get to a flop.
Right.
And hope somebody doesn't have aces.
Or
Yeah.
kings. Or queens, yeah.
Fletch flops an ace.
Chris and John flop nada. Fletch is gonna fire and take it down.
Half pot size. Oh no, full pot bet there?
He
I can't
stopped.
stand this
Yeah.
guy next to
They
me.
both
I
folded
can't keep
before
showing,
he,
because he don't ever show.
I was never fucking asked to show. What do you want from me?
What are they giggling about? Talking
They
about
asked,
showing?
they asked Fletch to show, and he said nobody else shows.
I had to come around and show. He's like, what did I do?
I told you, this is a fun game. It's fun to play in a game where...
Everybody's talking.
Yeah, I mean, right, like, there's nothing worse than sitting at a table that, like, everybody's either got headphones on or totally unsociable. I get that way, too, especially when I'm not, things aren't going my way.
Yeah,
I
you do.
fall deep into my phone. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Reddit, reading
YouTube.
spooking stories, watching motorcycle chase videos on
I've
YouTube.
watched
Who
hours
does
of
that?
I've watched hours.
It's great.
of
Oh, it's so good.
hours.
It's funny because my kids will sometimes watch YouTube on the big TV. I say the big, just the TV rather than like their iPad. And my wife would be like, "Dude, were you watching motorcycle GoPro videos?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "It was 45 minutes long." I was like, "I know, but it was so good."
I skipped
They
it.
run from the cops. They're just doing wild stuff. Looks like a check it all the way down here.
Yep.
Chris and John, nobody flops anything. Ace high good, takes down a nothing pot.
Board ace.
$23. Holla. I don't see how they ever get caught on those motorbikes.
I don't. In Illinois, there's no chase law. I don't think they can chase him. I think they're allowed to chase him for like a mile, and then after that, they just let him go. So if you're on a motorcycle and you just go, they can't stop you.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not 100% true on that. That could be an urban legend.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, I guess okay. Call out to Twitter if you guys can let us know. Keith from Vegas is blowing me up. I have no idea why. I mean, I don't really want to know.
My phone's still quiet. That's good. All right. Brian out of the gun here with the King 9 off. Is going to play for, looks like Mike the Mouth straddled. 35 from Brian. Matt with Ace Queen of Hearts. Calls the 35. And Mike defends the straddle. Jack 10 off. 3 ways. 115 in the pot. Or 112 in the pot. Dave's looking for some white chips. He finds them.
That's a pretty 3 hands.
It is.
Right? I kind of like all of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the King 9 just because
Mike
it seems
straddle,
like the least likely.
Brian. Oh, I like Ace Queen here.
I mean, obviously, it's the best hand, Brandon.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
Okay.
Boom.
King Jack
Little
Trey.
something for everything. Mike middle pair. Brian gutter ball. Matt top pair.
Ooh, 10 comes in. A red 10 comes in
Yeah.
that term. It's
Red
going to be
10.
fireworks.
Boom. Oh, black deuce.
Deuce isn't going to get it done.
So Matt being a little tricky here and checking his ace queen on the flop. Gets a good turn. He gets a bet out of Mike, and he's just calling here, playing it pretty conservative.
Brian followed the gut shot.
He did. And 5 of spades on the river. Check. And Matt checks back. Okay. Matt takes down the $200 pot.
That was a nice sized pot.
It was. He might have been able to get an all-in call on the river there, but he didn't go for it.
You think you would have got a call?
Maybe.
I mean-
Mike called with. Oh, he didn't call yet. Ace high earlier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mike likes to make some calls.
He's a hero call guy
He is.
that doesn't always work out. My hero calls never work. They always flop.
Brian straddling for 6, thinking it's 1-3.
Did he let? Well,
Straddles for 10.
6. Come on.
The game will make sense someday. Don't worry. You'll get straddles on. I put $3,000 in there with fucking aces.
$3,000.
All right, let's see what Ryan does with the King 9 under the gun. He folds.
He folds.
Brian
I think
raises.
so.
Ryan folds. Fletch ace 5 off. Limper.
Ooh,
10,
9-10 clubs.
Jack 9. And Mike with nothing.
Mystery hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. 5 players.
How about that? Does that work? No.
Good?
All right, mystery hand from Mike. Let's play along. This is the CCG Poker Hand of the Week.
Check.
Fletch with the pair.
I wonder
Matt
why
with an
beef
open
jerky,
end.
that beef jerky doesn't...
Jack Links?
Yeah, Jack Links. They just didn't get enough advertising from the WSOP?
They're gone now?
I think so, right? Because, like, what are the big ones? It's like that Harry's shaving place,
Yeah.
Poker Go's a big one,
No more degree all in moment.
No More Degree All in Moment. Now it's the Harry's Shave Club Hand of the... Close shave. Close shave! Oh, man, they should have done something like that. I don't know how you make close shave. Like,
Well, Matt turns the nuts here, and Brian turned a pair of jacks.
I check.
We see the river. Great card for Matt. He loves it.
yeah, he's betting small.
Brian
Calls just to see him, look him up. You gonna win some of his money back from Brian.
Good river.
Not all of it. He says good river. And then he goes, wait, I got there on the turn. Because the 9-10 makes a 7 card straight there. Yeah, that's great. Brian's like, oh, yeah, Jack's
Oh, you
good.
turned the nuts up.
You turned the nuts on me.
Okay, I was drawing dead on the turn. Nice river, buddy.
Nice.
I was drawing dead on the turn. Nice river.
That's so funny. Drawn dead on the turn. Oh, nice river. Oh, that's good. That is good. All right, main event. Main event weekend.
It's running.
It's running right now. Should be just the start of day 1A.
Yep.
What if you were going to play in a 580 tournament like this, 3-day ones, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, full well knowing Thursday is going to be the smallest field, followed by Friday, and then Saturday will be the largest day 1 field. Which do you prefer? Would you want to play the largest field because you feel like you can accumulate more chips? Do you want to play in the smallest field because it's just like more small ball? I don't know. Is there a strategy to that?
I think yes.
You think yes, there's a strategy?
Yes.
Will you follow up with what the strategy
Saturday.
is? You want
Or Friday, but Saturday.
because
The
there-
last flight.
Okay, why the last fight?
Because
It didn't sound like it had anything to do with the chip sizes. You were just talking about, ooh, Queen 10 versus Queen Jack. This could be trouble. No queen. Ooh, they both flop.
they need each other's cards. for their
Yeah,
double
this
balls.
is good.
It's not that unbelievable.
Turns a heart. Nobody's got hearts.
Somewhat believable.
Mike's gonna try and take it here on the turn. Brian.
You
snap
cannot bluff
calls.
Brian. Brian does not. He's
He just snap
unbluffable.
called the turn with the queen eye.
And he's going to call it. Do it. Do it, Brian. Tell us why you're FTB. No! Mike shows the bluff. Look at Ryan's face.
Oh,
That is awesome. Okay, so why would you play Saturday? What's the? It's
My strategy is not only in ours, but in all of like the bigger ones.
Yeah, yeah,
that all of the pros are going to be playing on Thursday. Actually, the flight of Thursday will have the toughest field.
really.
Yeah, because they're at the event. Like if they're traveling, they're already there. Whereas like all the regular people have jobs on Thursdays and will come on Saturday.
I never thought of it that way. So Thursday is a tougher field.
It's gonna be
Theoretically
smaller
speaking.
and tougher. In general,
Yeah, that seems
like,
uber
Saturday
bad.
is going to be all the guys, who
All the
play
rec
poker
players.
for fun and work 9 to 5s and that kind of stuff. Where Thursdays is going to be all the guys that have been playing for the last 2 weeks and are in town,
Right.
and they're going to fire every day, so they're going to play Thursday. And then they lose.
Because then they get more opportunities to play.
Right.
So theoretically speaking, there should be better players on Thursday,
Yes.
followed
I don't
by.
know about how much that applies to ours, but I
I mean,
think
just
somewhat.
I don't know. I mean, I meant
But
general.
in general,
General, yeah. Like if you're playing an HPT or an MSPT
Yeah, I would never play
or
Thursday.
something, that's the toughest field.
Yeah.
No, I was.
And it sucks because I can only really play Thursdays because of work. But,
Right. Me too, but
Yeah.
wasn't MSPT up at Potawatomi a couple weeks ago?
They
I mean, I
were.
think it's actually this past weekend, but we're.
350. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
a 350.
I mean,
They smashed the guarantee.
how much was the guarantee?
300,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they needed 1,000 people if they're raking 50.
that's
which
true.
is
Yeah,
kind of
Joe-
like-
Joe
they needed
Ingram
like
found his
900 and some
Twitter and,
people.
like, tagged him in
They
something, and I
got
was like, man, he's had his
900,
anniversary, like,
over
5 days ago.
1,000
He had all these pictures
on the
with
first
his
2
wife,
days,
and
and it was still the third day,
Third day, though.
which was the biggest
Yeah,
day.
she, yeah.
So they almost doubled the
I'll
guarantee,
say that on camera for sure.
which is good for
Do they
poker.
still stream on Twitch for the final tables?
Yes.
5-4 from Mr. Fletcherson. He likes it. Ooh, Ace Jack. Little limp. Chris is the one who's going to raise here for 25 bucks with the Ace 5 suited. Uh-oh. 7 deuce time. Bum, bum,
There
bum.
it goes. Hundy ball, 125.
Buck and a quarter. Get some of them garbage hands out of there. 5-4. Fletch is gone.
So Matt's been playing pretty tight.
Whoa!
He's snapped all, and I figured that.
That is the dream 7 deuce there. Get a bunch of limpers, get 1 raise, 3-bet it, and take down kind of a nice pot plus the bonus.
Yep.
That's gross.
That's a dream.
Folks, that's how you played a 7 deuce game.
Right there.
Right there. Phil Ivey style. Oh, you bet the flop, and you bet the turn, and then you bet the river again. and if they raise you, you bet some more. I'm telling you, that's what it's gonna. That's it. That's the whole masterclass.
You're just good at poker.
What if Phil Ivey hears this and then comes to the event and like wants to beat me up?
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome,
That'd
right?
be
What
awesome.
great press would that be?
Time to call.
And so you think Amazon CEO and Phil Hamilton both watch?
No, Phil Helmuth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Phil
Ivey.
Helmuth is a huge fan. He texts all the time.
So we have 7 viewers.
7
2 of them
viewers.
are a CEO and
Not
Phil
a
Ivey.
CEO.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos
the CEO.
and Phil Ivey are watching out of the 8 people who watch
Correct.
live on Facebook.
So you got your wife, Ryan,
Hey,
3 fanboys,
Yeah.
and then those 2
guys. Yeah, for sure. Ryan with 10 3-bets this to 90 bucks. Gotta get it through. I think Ryan's table image is pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, he
He's
plays
solid.
aggressive. He plays. I mean, he's not goofing about here
Nope.
with any kind of funky hands.
I like his game.
Because remember, he was in that Kings Hall 2-5 game
Yep.
that we did
That's
the
what I was
recording on, and we did commentary for it too. And he just ran into like bad hand after bad hand after bad hand. It just felt like he just kept getting second best the whole time, and still managed to like break even.
Right. Tough to get second best and win all night.
Yeah. Keith is back in the warehouse right now listening to Goo Goo Dolls.
Go-Go Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls. All right, John the
Ripper.
John the Ripper. Ooh, that's good. Ace King. Big Slick John. You know,
I want to say something like versatile John or like all around John.
ooh, all around John. He raises, nobody calls.
No.
We'll think of something, John. I think he watches these videos. I know FTB watches it.
Yeah. Richie's listening.
Richie's on
For
there
sure.
right now. Thanks for listening. Shout out to Richie. He's had a rough couple of weeks. His grandfather died, and then his uncle. It's rough. So we love you, Richie. Either way.
Right.
So if you're crying right now, leave us a comment. I meant crying because he's happy that we said something, not because that was a little mean. It meant like Rich is. He's like such a sensitive, fun guy.
He is.
You know what I mean? Like he would be
He's
the guy.
harmless too.
Well, it's funny. I'll give my own story, throw myself under the bus. I had a golf tournament this weekend. Lindsay took the girls to soccer. This is a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And Sawyer ends up winning a medal for like every game they give away a medal to one kid for like the sportsmanship award. She won for like being brave that week, whatever, right? Like she got hurt, she still stayed in the game, and then coach gives her.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. So I'm looking at this video walking down the fourth fairway and immediately start tearing up because Sawyer wins medal, and I'm like, I wasn't there to see their first medal. So I get it, Richie. I'm a little sensitive at times too. It happens.
AJ finds a spot to shove his $48 here with the nut flush draw. He's going to run into the worst possible hand, which is John having top pair and blocking his flush draw.
Yeah, I mean, not getting away from that.
It actually sucks for John that he has a hand this strong and is up against
And
a
it's
nut
going to
flush
get,
draw.
yeah. Nobody else
Here
is
you
going to
should
play
just
it.
be dominating.
He couldn't wait to turn
Right,
those
he's
cards
like,
over.
yeah, here's what I got. I have the king, queen, of clubs. What do you got? Oh, I actually have a hand that could
Got a
beat me.
fade of queen, or fade of club.
Fade a club, and you got 2 clubs. 7 left. Boom. Brick.
9 gives Ryan the winner.
Boom.
5 on a river's garbage. King's good. AJ's unfortunately out of there, I think.
I'm kind of digging this 90s mix he's got going on.
Yeah,
right there.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
He plays the same one all the time. We can change it if you want to change
Summer
it.
hits of the 90s.
You want to put on like a musical or something?
Yeah, or like 80s love songs. Or
No,
something.
I think a music would be funnier, like West Side Story.
You love West Side
I do
Story.
like West Side Story. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's a great movie. It's an American classic.
Yeah, I
Brandon.
watched that in 6th grade and I read a movie report on it.
What'd you say? Give it 2 thumbs up?
I don't remember.
Brian's checking one of his 2 phones. Is that a phone or a battery?
That's a phone. Work phone.
And a little sippy sip of beer.
Fletch with the ace-5. Fletch loves playing those aces.
He does. He
if it's
rides.
an ace anything, he's
oh,
playing.
John the. Gotta think of something. I don't know. What did you come up with that we kind of liked?
I don't know.
I got nothing.
All around, John.
All around John. No, that just sounds weird.
Yeah.
No, John gets a lot of respect at the table. He raises, but they
fold.
fold. Need a name for John.
I'm thinking.
It's tough. Nicknames are tough. Ooh, Smash Mouth. That's what he's playing right
Yep,
now.
Smash Mouth.
Not that I want to make John's nickname Smash Mouth. That
I
was a weird
wondering
intro, but
yeah.
yeah. Segue into.
See, I was like, oh, Smash Mouth, but I felt that to myself. I didn't say it. out loud.
Right.
All right, folds. Chris is determined to only play aces today. 3 ways. 10-9, 10-9, king 4. Who do you like? I like the 10-9 with the
I mean,
10
10-9, I get two of them in there.
Right. You got the 10 of hearts, 9 of clubs. 10 of clubs, 9 of hearts. Turns a deuce. John's going to probably win this one here.
You would think so.
Yeah. Check, check, check.
Nobody's
King high.
firing.
Winner.
John wins 2 in a row.
And he gets the button. You know, we didn't do a win the button tournament this series.
Oh, yeah. Next time.
Next time.
Winter CSOP, maybe.
That's the next one, huh?
Yep, it'll be in November. And then it'll accumulate? It'll end on, like, the Black Friday weekend, right?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving weekend. So we're trying to do a mini Black Friday in the summer for the Nimi Owen meetup game that will be in 2 weeks. Because this is Thursday the 1st. It is on Friday the 15th of August
15th and 16th.
at the Max. We're releasing dates here. It's the 16th, August 16th and 17th. August 16th is going to be the cash game meetup at night. Somewhere between 6 or 7 is the meetup time. And then on Saturday the 17th, we are doing the CCG Summer Classic. It's just the name we picked for it, which will also be co-hosted, not co-hosted, but they'll be there. Andrew Nemi and Brad Owen will be there both. And they actually just emailed me yesterday to try to do a noon start. What do you think about that?
I love it.
So we're going to do the noon start on Saturday for the 240. And it's going to be like a classic stack. It's going to be 20K, 20-minute levels. Because the problem is, I think we're going to get a huge field for it. And if you give anybody more than 20K in chips, it'll never finish. So it's 240 straight, no add-ons, no nothing, everything in there. Well, I mean, not everything in there, but 20K in chips, 20-minute levels, still the big blind antes. Can we use the main event structure if we do 20K?
Probably.
All right, we'll think about that.
Yes. Probably.
Probably, right?
Especially if we start at noon.
Yeah, I mean, you get 12 hours.
12 hours.
I know it's Saturday. You got until 2 a.m. I'm going to ask to go 12 to 2. Yeah, we can do that. So, a little bit less than chips, but 20K in chips, like 5
still
years ago,
plenty.
was a huge deep stack tournament. Now everybody gets so many chips.
Everywhere.
We're immune to the fact that 20K is a lot of starting chips. And considering the blind start 100,
Yep.
right?
When I first started playing poker at the casinos, $120 buy-in, you'd get 10K in chips.
Yeah,
10K in chips, 20-minute levels.
the old deep stack at CCG was $100.
12K.
12. No, I think it was 10K, and then we bumped it up to 12K, and that was like, ooh, 12K. Here we are 5 years later, and the deep stack's 30K, 20-minute levels,
The stacks are 50, 60.
60K.
80K.
Yeah, it's nuts.
The main event is 60K in starting chips.
Do you get 60?
This year you got 60.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, it used to be.
You got a ton of players.
It used to be 30.
Do whatever you want.
It used to be 30.
Anybody, there's a lot of people that do the main event since that's this weekend. A lot of people who do just a direct buy into day 2, which you can do, right? Because everybody plays 10 levels on day 1 for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then all of those people come back for day 2, start at level 11, which is how much? Like 612?
612.
I think. And you still start with 60K in chips. I mean, you've got tons. So a lot of people just direct buy into Sunday.
Yep.
You just got to do it before noon start, because if high noon hits,
This ought to be
registration's
easy,
closed.
Here we go.
Mike. This ought to be easy.
Mike and Brian, Ace Queen, and
This ought to be easy, Mike.
Queen.
Yeah. Mike bet it out. Brian 3-bet him.
Fletch called.
Fletch calls in the middle.
You got ace queen?
I think Fletch raised. Mike called. Brian
got one
3-bet.
in my
Fletch
house.
called.
All right.
We need our thing back.
I got it fixed.
Okay.
Kind of fixed.
All right, a whole lot of nothing. 863 rainbow.
I mean, I got a pair.
I got a pair? That's a lie. Oh, no. That is a lie, Brian. You do not have a pair.
Throw your ace queen.
Fold.
I don't have ace queen. I
No,
have a pair.
And then he goes, I don't have ace queen. Again, lie number 2, Brian.
I did.
I have a
Tens
pair.
are
I
good.
don't have ace queen.
Okay.
You'll see it later. Was I wrong on the suits?
Or maybe he said he had ace
Okay,
queen.
Yeah.
I said okay.
He's shaking his head no. I'm like, maybe I was wrong on the
So there'll
suits.
probably be what 20 people direct buy in today too.
Maybe it's just a black ace and a red queen.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that do it.
Do you really have ace 10 flip?
I mean, there's normally a good.
He said he had diamonds, but no ace fold.
What's your over and under and how many total players?
I didn't hear him say the ace 10.
My over under?
Yeah, what do you think it's going to be? What was it last year? Like 113 or
It was
something?
like yeah.
112, 113.
I'm gonna say 141.
You do?
Wow.
Most of the time. Oh god. And you get Delta Queen.
It's the Thursday added flight.
Yeah,
Showing
We're
the
gonna
queen
get
and
extra
Delta
20
Queen.
people.
it's nuts. That'd be cool.
Well, it's a
Hopefully
good
that's
thing
what
the
happens,
queen
guys.
didn't come, 'cause I-
You heard it here first.
I mean, hey, there's already 100 people playing right now as we speak.
We don't know that. That's in the future.
That's right.
I only got one thing.
Bold prediction, hot takes.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out. A lot of hot garbage in this hand. Limping. A lot of limpers
I like
here.
the jack or the king 3. Oh, king 3 is in second place.
Yep.
Brian flops everybody dead here pretty much.
Fading to 3.
Once Fletch and Matt get out of there with their nothing.
John bet into him, though?
John bet, Brian called.
Diamond would be great for John.
80-20.
He needs a diamond. Diamond or a
5.
3. All right, diamond's a little bit more beneficial.
He's going to keep firing.
Yeah.
John's been playing a little more aggro today than usual. He's not
Aggro John?
Aggro John? No, he's not that aggro.
Oh, Billy the Kid's about to sit down. You love Billy the Kid.
He's steamrolled.
He's steamrolling the table.
All right, Brian.
I mean, John's got to love his hand right now. He's got top pair, second nut flush draw.
I think it's already up. Look at this.
Bing
card.
stat diamond.
And it's a queen of
And
diamonds.
it's a queen. Oh, that's brutal. Backdoor flushes it. Brian calls before he even gets his chips in.
I just would have been like 190.
Just keep ripping it out.
Keep him going more.
Yeah.
What a great river for John.
Yeah. I mean, is that the only river he gets paid off on?
I'm Captain
Probably.
Obvious.
3, maybe.
Maybe a 3.
Yeah.
Chris folded a queen. I got king queen.
And then you hit the queen on the river. Too.
And yeah, they're reliving the commentary that we just did.
Queen. Didn't need any
So I think we have a new player in the 9 seat.
Hey, she gave you a lot of money today, huh?
Yeah, she let me put it there.
Fletch giving the kid some shit.
Might have ace king.
She gave you a lot of money today. Not sure if he's talking about his girlfriend or his mom.
Mom, yeah, could be
Probably
either
his
one.
mom.
It's an old guy, young guy joke, you know.
But just a 15 on like the $5.
All right, big cup,
Yeah.
2 big cards,
Like,
blackjack
it wasn't
hand.
very good. That's why I was only betting.
King 10 off. And
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Brian folds to queen 4s apparently.
Pointing out the flush that I didn't see.
Ryan, 9-8. Gonna.
If it's good enough to limp, it's good enough to raise.
That's right, especially when you're on the button.
I definitely did not see
Good to play a heads-up pot against 5-4 in position.
Well, you wouldn't flip it
Dream.
over, is it? Fucking-
Dream
This is
scenario.
what dreams are made of.
Yeah, right?
Flops
No,
like
no.
that.
9-3 jack, flops a 9. Matt's 3/4 of the way to a straight flush.
Yes. 3/4 of the way.
I mean, as in he's got 3,
Out of the 5.
right?
So
So
there's not 5/4.
3/5 of the way.
There you go, 60%
Yeah.
of the way. It's
Close.
close.
It's close. It's close. That was the
Where
best.
is he? Where's
I
he?
don't know. I don't know.
It's close.
It's close. Quoting PLO players. So points winner, congratulations, and we've got a big fat trophy for the 2019 CSOP main event champion. We're looking at it right now.
I'm gonna win it.
You're gonna win it all.
I'm gonna win it.
Take it down.
Remember last year I bought into day 2 and was out in 8 minutes.
Seems about right.
Ace king to ace queen and he flopped
I
river
said
to
it the whole
queen.
time.
You were
Oh,
walking.
you had the ace king.
Yeah, you walk past and you're like, ugh. I just got into the 500 last time, the 200 last time. I know. That's the only bad thing about registering on Sunday.
You're a little bit at a disadvantage. for
Yeah,
those last
not
times.
just you're just putting in,
Well, he was getting
you're just
mind-fucked
loading
anyway
up
by his
1400 for a tournament that
Right.
could last 8 minutes.
But now, what's his name? Kevin. How do you say his name? Kevin Mayhe?
Kevin Moss.
Moss. He had talked about that he bought into the last
Yeah,
on that
on
day
day
2 for the main event because he prefers playing a shorter stack. He likes the idea of being
Yeah,
semi-short stack.
20 big blinds. Well, not 20 big blinds.
Right, I
but
mean, it's
more
still a lot.
comfortable to play when you're short.
Yeah, I agree. I'm more
I mean, it
comfortable
sucks
with short
because if
stack.
you lose your all in, you're out. Whereas if-
You lose your all in.
when you Maria hosts that, you just accumulate chips so you can lose chips and still be in the tournament.
Hits ace queen, flops top pair, checks it.
Quite intuitive.
She also
Has 3
blew our
million dollars in
minds
class.
with the pay ladders. 4th to 3rd is just like getting 9th position.
Oh yeah, that's insane. That was a great comment.
25% of John.
All right, so Billy buys in for 300 and Brian's chugging that blue moon.
Oh, you want to hear something about the last 5 hands?
Yeah,
So you know Stanley, the older guy?
yeah, yeah.
Guy had, all he had to do was fold the last 5 hands. He would have won. They got to the very last hand. He had him by 1,000 chips. All he had to do was fold.
All he had to do was fold.
Small blind he raised. He had pocket queen, pocket kings he had.
So they talking about the heads up
Jack.
Talk
tournament?
about the heads up tournament.
So Stan knew the only way he can win was to ship it, and so Stan shipped it with pocket jacks and proceeded to flop a set and river quad.
No,
So the guy had to do is just punt in on the last 5 hands, fold his way to victory. He gets queens on the 5th hand of the tiebreaker, and they get it all in, and Stanley ends up advancing.
Yep.
It's awesome. Poker player logic right there. You can fold and win, and yet you can't fold queens. Even when you win, if you
Right.
fold, you still go
You gotta
all
play
in.
them.
You just can't let it go.
To be fair, you got it in against jacks. Ran bad.
That happens. You didn't need to run it.
Yeah, he didn't even need to run.
A lot of hands here. Pretty good hands, actually. Nobody raised in this thing?
Nobody raised. John's got the only heart. Ryan has top par. Betting $30.
All hearts, though. John's going to call it the ace of hearts. Actually, the only heart, which is good for his flush draw. Oh, did you? I remember I'm doing the dodgeball thing where I repeat everything that you just said.
Yeah, smooth. That looks like
Smooth.
That looks like a black card.
That is definitely a 6 of spades. Bink. You're not impressed by my reading of cards there?
No, because it was clear it was a 6 of spades.
I don't know about that.
I just didn't want to give away the information. All right, so Ryan takes the lead on the turn here, which I'm expecting he's probably going to blow off rivers.
Except when a
Might
heart
end up-
comes.
No, he might be bluffing hearts. He might not get a chance to bluff them, which is good.
What do you like here from John? Do you like a check?
No, you
See what
got it.
happens?
No, because you want to charge the hearts. You don't want like the 10 or the 9 of hearts just checking back and then winning or losing the pot with nothing on the river. You know?
Right.
Like if Brian had the 9 of hearts and John checked, Brian would be like, all right, I'll check and then try and win with the 9 of hearts.
Right.
So make him pay. He just got kind of unlucky. Nobody else had it. Brian's playing 56% of hands. Fletch and John.
I saw that flush.
Those are some high people, guys.
This is good. This is an action game.
Yeah.
All these guys like to mix it up. All these guys mixing up. John to mix up? No. God, it's so close. It's right there. I can't figure it out. I know it wasn't close, but it's like this is the journey that we go on to find a name of someone.
I couldn't get in the building for less than $8.50
For those of you guys that don't know, me and KJ sat on the phone for over an hour trying to figure out the name of the Titan before we give up with the Titan. I mean, I'm on Google typing in synonyms of Goliath,
Colossus, right.
Galactic, or
It was great. And the Titan's one of my favorite names of any tournament.
like, I remember getting off the phone with you, and my dad was just like, "What were you guys just talking about for an hour?"
The new Park MGM.
Who pays that much in Vegas for a room?
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid's calling $8 with Queen Fiver.
They're opening that new Park MGM. They closed the Monte Carlo for 2 years.
3 ways: Jack 6, 7, 5, and Ace 5 suited. Ace King King. A couple diamonds. John flush draw. Checks. I think John's probably going to bet the turn here if he hits or if he misses.
Yep.
Boom. Mike
Mike's
coming along.
liking it with his ace.
So now John's got to decide if he's going to try and rep a king
1,800 square foot suite is like 205 a night.
or if he's just going to give up.
Give
Gives
up.
And Mike should be happy to check it down here. Maybe he's going to try and bluff an ace off of a chop.
I told John, I go,
It's the only reason to bet the river.
Is to try to bet off another ace.
Yes.
When's he going back
From
on?
a chop.
What was the river at Queen?
Yeah.
2 weeks again?
So all aces chop. So he's only really going to get called if he's chopping or losing with a king.
The king would have bet at some point. No way the king checks on the river there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can start.
I would.
Beginning of day 2, you have like 60 bigs.
I mean, John's not going to bet the turn with the king and check the river with the king.
That's what I said. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I
Play
agree.
Sounds like you're being argumentative,
No, I'm not.
Brandon.
I'm not arguing.
But I'm glad.
Ace and a hook for Matt. Raising it this time. Suited ace jack he didn't like, but unsuited.
Well, it was 125.
Fold, fold, fold.
Billy the Kid, 3 bets him with king. King balls. I'd be thinking, man, I ain't gonna let this kid bet me off a plot, pot, flop, or pot, any kind of
He's probably
betting.
going to fold his jack again. If he folded it once. Although he did fold it last time and then got shown 7 deuce. But Billy the Kid might not even know about 7 deuce.
He doesn't.
Probably should inform him.
Makes her
Billy, you got 7
This
deuce
is Brandon.
from a month ago.
7 deuce is good.
Staying in an Airbnb, right by the beach. I figure it's like a nice little.
Man, we're flying through this. We're 55 minutes in.
Yeah.
I guess well, the intro is 9 minutes.
All right. 10% of this whole thing is the intro.
I really hope somebody made it through that.
No, that's what
I'm sure they'll come back.
Hopefully they'll tune out and then tune
Come back in.
Get out of Dodge, man. That's awesome.
Raise to 15.
If there was a CCG podcast, would anybody listen to it?
It's the same 9 people.
It'd be awesome.
Phil Ivey.
Jeff
Richie.
Bezos, Richie,
There you go.
my mom.
Yeah.
That's about it, right? You, me, and Ryan.
Yep.
Sweet. That's not bad. It's a pretty good crew.
Pretty good crew for
Right.
our podcast.
I mean, if I can get my mom to tweet about it, then, I mean, she could gain some traction.
It's true.
You know?
This could be the start of her career.
That's right.
All right, so we got 5-way action, $75 pot, so $15 free. Not sure who raised. We don't have the little cheater thing to tell us. Whole lot of checking going on.
Whole lot of checking going on.
Billy's got the ace of spades. He's gonna stop the checking.
You're gonna bet 25. Check the
Mike's gonna
bounce.
call with a 10. Just a non-believer. Says, "Huh, maybe this kid's just got the ace of
I
spades.
know, right?
She don't like you.
8 on the river gets
8.
Mike 2 pair. It's pretty good.
Check.
Pretty good.
I know.
Pretty good river.
Yeah,
Kid's
he's
gonna
gonna
bluff
bluff,
it.
and Mike's gonna call. He's gonna nod and say, "Nice call." Make him show before you show, kid. If you get caught bluffing, don't just muff.
I wanted Fletch money, but
I wanted Fletch's money, he says.
We all want Fletch's money.
Yeah, Fletch money's sweet.
there were cards out there. Fletch.
Billy the Kid takes a little whack there. Down to 230. Matt's still floating. Oh, no, he bought him for 200, right? So he's up a little bit
No,
on
he
his second buy.
He rebought for 300.
Did he agree back for
We got
300?
Yeezys on, so.
Do you have 2 150 stacks? It's weird. You know I'm not a fan of the non-100 stacks.
Yeah, 100.
Good lord. I don't know much, but I'm.
What about 200 stacks?
I'm not a fan.
Even if you have 6 of them?
Flash five.
Don't care.
Call.
Not a fan.
They're like $500-600 a pair, right?
I never do it. I like building pyramids.
Ask him, man.
Pyramids are sweet. So I like that kind of 200 stack.
So I love a lot of red too, and at the PLO game at the Horseshoe, there's a lot of red on the table, but there always are people coming in for $100 chips, like 100 bonding. So I always have to give up my,
Make him exclusive.
always trading red because the dealer needs red.
Brian with 8s.
Like an auction.
Calls a raise from Mike with the King 10 suited.
John's gonna get in there too.
Sneaky John gets in with
Sneaky
3-4.
John, that's your best one. Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I don't know if that's really a good one.
It's not like derogatory, like
No. Not a bad flop for 8s. Only 1 over. 1
not a
club,
bad flop for John.
morally
He's
speaking.
got 60% of the straight flush, not 3/4, 60.
3/5.
3/5. He's got a pair. He's got backdoor straight draws.
Backdoor flush draws. He doesn't know his flush draw's no good.
But yeah.
Come on,
So how
7
about
of clubs.
3 of clubs. I mean, deuce of clubs.
9, still good for 8s. 8s aren't minding it.
Okay, John doesn't.
I feel like it's going to be a king or a 10 on the river, and Mike's going to win this pot.
Gonna check.
No, 7. 8s are good. Check it down, guys. Ooh, Mike's going to take a stab. Honeyball.
Don't you know you can't?
You
Bluff
cannot bluff Brian. He is unbluffable.
Brian? Just don't do it.
Andrew Nemi likes to have shirts that say favorable. We should have shirts for Brian that just say unbluffable. Just don't waste your time. I'm going to call. Unbluffable. You got nothing?
That's
You're
a great
speechless?
shirt. That's a great shirt.
All right.
Oh, we should just make
That's
those
my
shirts.
first T-shirt idea that you like. Unbluffable. Can we do like a cool like '90s Bulls logo kind of thing with
That
like
would be
unbluffable? Weren't they the
Lovables.
Lovables? I don't know how that makes. It's like
Yeah,
there's some
it's
kind of bull in there. Unbluffable.
There you go. There it is. The ball.
Right.
Lovable. Lovable.
Unbluffable.
Unbluffable.
Yeah. I got there. All right. gonna make that t-shirt. Get your unbluffable t-shirt at the merch section of the CCG main event. Do we have a merch section? We should.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I'm gonna start thinking about that. Merch section. Hey Siri, remind me to make a merch section for CCG. Okay, guys, this is why Siri sucks. I said merch section, which, yeah, it's a little hard to hear, but she told me she is reminding me about a bird section to your CCG. What is a bird section? She's the worst.
She's not.
My kids love yelling at Alexa. They don't think it works unless you yell at Alexa, because I'm constantly yelling at Alexa. Shut up, stop doing, quit, turn off the damn timer. Basically, I spent all that money on Alexa for a timer. It's just a really fancy egg timer. And the kids do like to play songs on it, which is fun too. So Jeff, we appreciate you because he's listening.
Yes,
right, we appreciate Alexa for the most expensive egg timer that I've ever bought.
Physically, there's no doubt about it.
Everybody's in this hand.
Really shows. Thanks.
Lots of checks.
By the way, oh, Ryan, boat ski on the river.
And is he gonna get paid off? Anybody got any action here?
He
Nobody's
had
got
the
a
best
pair.
hand
Nobody's
already.
got a pair. He needed somebody with a jack there.
Bezos, that's like.
Oh, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Wow.
Double Bezos.
Whoa, you're getting mentioned in
Everywhere.
in the layers of the. Fletch is thinking about a hero call here.
And he does. He heroes call.
He's
calls
thinking
the ace
7
four.
deuce.
You're good. Fletch called.
You're good. Fletch called.
I think Fletch was thinking 7 deuce there.
I mean, that would be the time to do it. It was a big pre-flop bet. It got checked through the turn. I think that screams 7 deuce. He got the money. He's cool with it. So Chris and Matt and Ryan are the one, and Mike the Mouth really are the only ones that are not raising very much pre-flop. A lot of calling action, but
Calling
not.
is good for the game, though.
It is. Keeps the game going. Makes the game exciting.
People are willing to call raises. The game's gonna be good.
You don't like that whole adage, you got to give action to get action?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you do, right? Billy the Kid with fake aces. I hate
But like calling is giving action.
Right.
Ryan made it
Fletch
15.
calls.
I call.
Fletch
We got another door knock.
Everybody calls.
Hang on, everybody.
calls. John.
Back from the door. Another Amazon delivery. 5
Jeff.
players in this hand.
Jeff, you need to cut us off. 'Cause we're ordering Prime every day.
Sometimes multiple times. We ordered that at the start of the podcast here.
It's just here.
It's already here. Drone knocking on the door. All right, John 3-bets it. 3-bet John 3-bets with ace jack suited. Gets it through again. The guy's got massive respect right now, or he just knows how to pick his spots of where to 3-bet. You don't like 3-bet John? 2 on the nose.
No, yeah. Maybe,
Garden City, New York.
maybe Johnny 3
Could that be?
Garden City. It's probably Jeff.
All right, hang on. Seriously, telemarketer calls are the worst.
No, they've gotten so
so
incredibly
bad. I get 20 a day.
Yeah, me too.
It sucks.
That kid that didn't get in, sitting like 1,300.
I swear I put my name on like the government no call list and then it got
Really?
worse.
Tell them to come on over.
1-3 game?
There's
But
no
they've
You
hacked
want to come down? No, how much you
into the government no call list and just call us more.
taking my seat? That was great too.
All right, John's in there with the King 3.
Ryan raises 20. Fold
Ryan, Jack 7 off.
20. Heads up.
Again, got position.
We're down to our last 7 minutes here, and these hands are getting worse. Chris, big cup.
He's playing the hand, guys.
He's playing a hand. Don't
Ace
let
five
anybody
of
know he's
clubs.
not playing it. Flops an ace, but nothing better than ace 5 when you're worried about that 5 kicker, huh?
Yeah, but Chris has seen one flop this afternoon. He's gonna be probably playing this one.
And gonna probably take it down.
Yeah, he's probably
Oh
playing.
no. Ryan bet, Chris called.
Yep.
Ryan, you gonna fire that second bluff?
He is. He's gonna go all 3 barrels and then Chris.
I love it.
Chris,
Triple barrel bluff.
And Chris is gonna call all 3 streets. It's my hot take.
Hot Brandon take of the night.
Gotta be worried about 7 deuce a little bit.
Calls the 40. Heads up.
Yeah, it's a good hand for 7 deuce, considering there's 2 deuces out there. All right, board double pairs. Does Ryan give it up? He does, and Chris is just happy to check it back, right?
Chris
Yes.
checked.
Yeah.
That.
It's a good pot. I mean,
It is. It's kind of a bad run out for
Ryan.
to be bluffing.
Yeah.
He's kind of either got an ace or he doesn't.
My son turning 21 and my daughter turning 21. She's 24.
That is wisely insightful, Brandon.
It is.
Unbluffable. You're unbluffable. Oh! Ba, 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 ba,
Yeah, that's why it was just on
ba,
that.
yeah.
That's why it was just on the 90s mix.
Ah, you remember that song? That was a
remember
great
it.
song. This is why I don't do karaoke.
Unbelievable, though, right?
Right now, but we're gonna
Yeah,
sing
well,
unbluffable.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make like a Brian montage of all the times he calls on the river with unbluffable
In the background?
Yeah, that would be great. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, like my daughter?
John Ryan Fletch.
Is that where you're going with it?
You're closer.
Uh oh. Things are loosening up at that table. Now we're in. Fletch flops an
man.
ace.
I don't know what Brian's doing.
I don't know what that was either. Fletch does like to play dirty aces,
Yeah.
right?
He looks at an ace and he ain't folding.
No, it's like he just. Why even look at the other one, Fletch?
Right. Just wait till the river.
Look at one.
This guy in the background is great. I like this guy.
What's his name?
I don't
oh,
know
the
his
big,
name.
tall Ernestus' friend.
Sorry about
Is
my
that who it is?
Yeah, they come. I mean, I don't know if they come together, but like he's Ernestus' friend. But it's like his English is just,
Oh man, he's
Not good.
That guy's.
and he's
really
like
fun.
7 feet tall.
He's really fun to play with, and he takes losing really well. And
Those are the best guys to play
kind of
with.
like Ernestus.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I called Ernestus Ernesto for a long time. Then he got mad at me.
Yeah.
Like a weird, like European, like mad, where I wasn't sure if he was gonna kill
Right.
me.
Yeah.
You know. All right, Ryan getting rid of the Jack 6 off. Fletch.
Fletch
you
clearly
know-
loves the ace-6.
Yeah.
That's like a dream dirty
And
ace.
he
for
always
him.
just limps with it too. It's weird. I mean, it's not weird.
I think it's was
Uh-oh,
this a straddle?
Mike, punish him again.
Michael with the 7 deuce.
So like,
3 bets it again.
oh, he just raised to 50.
Oh, sorry.
So Fletch is gonna limp with the A6 and then just snap call off 50. I don't know.
I mean, let's see how it works out. Bold strategy.
Bold
John.
strategy. I mean,
Ace 10-4 is the dream flop
And he
for
has
Fletch.
7 deuce
And
bluffing
he's
into him.
oh my God! Why can't I get into these spots?
Because we
This
fold
is
all
this is the best.
Oh, look at him.
Oh,
He's
Fletch just gives him no option.
Come on, bitch.
Oh my Lord! I don't even know if we can bleep that out. And then Mike shows the 7 deuce. Can't call. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wow, wow.
Fletch gonna make so much more money.
I know. I love it. He lets him off the hook. He hooks a monster fish.
And then just
Lets it go.
just
Nice
call.
try, Mikey.
Call.
I got one pair.
Anyways, I liked it.
Your ace 3 is not that strong.
Ooh, Breakfast at
It's
Tiffany's.
a shit out of
It's a
7.
good song too.
It is Deep Blue something.
I don't remember the name of the band, but
Deep Blue something.
is
It
it
was
like
H3 of
you're saying
Diamonds,
the name
too.
is Deep Blue something?
Correct.
Or it's like
No.
Deep Blue
No, it's
something?
Deep Blue something.
All right, I think this is gonna be close to our last hand. The last hand.
I think we got one more.
I think this is the
no,
last
this is
hand.
the last one.
John's got double Johns in his hand.
Double Johns.
Up against Mike the Mouth's double 8s, and Brian pulling up 3rd place here with an 8-9.
Offsuit.
Obviously,
Who?
Can't bluff him up. Don't
can't
bluff.
bluff him. We got a delayed flop here,
Yo, I
folks.
didn't ask you.
No delay from John. He's gonna bet it out. $40, 35.
That hasn't gone yet.
King Jack 7. I don't know how I like the betting it out first with Jacks. I guess you're really not repping Jacks then if you bet out.
Yeah, there is. It's kind of a draw heavy board. I mean, Queen 9, Ace Queen, Ace 10, 9 8, 9, 10 9, all those like gutter balls and stuff. We're probably gonna call once for $35.
Brian surprisingly gives it up though.
I mean, it's overall it's kind of wet. You really don't want it to go check, 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 and then it just come at $10 or something.
Right. Where you're just really upset.
Yeah.
John bets it again, 65. Mike,
Contemplating. Might turn to gutter.
yeah, think he's thinking about raising? I don't think he's thinking about folding there, is he?
No. So maybe he's gonna bluff the hearts on the river. Maybe he's just playing, or the clubs, or the ace. Maybe he's just
Yeah,
gonna bluff
ace is a pretty good card for John, isn't it? I mean, I guess the queen 10, you're mild. Oh no,
Yeah, ace
queen
is
10
a
already
pretty
hit on
good
the
card.
turn anyways.
Yeah, ace is a pretty good card. It might be like an action ruiner if Mike had something like, say he had him cooler with King Jack or King 9 or any 2-pair. Mike's just gonna call it a river now with the ace card if he had those type of hands. So it could be
Now,
an
what do you
action
think?
killer.
What do you think Mike is putting John on? Short of 7 deuce because we're playing the 7 deuce game. Can you
Maybe
put him
some
on
sort of random missed hearts.
8 10 of hearts maybe? 10 8 of hearts?
So that'd be a straight. So like 8 6 of hearts,
Okay. Yep. 6 7 of hearts maybe.
something like that. Just putting them on missed hearts. You bet the flop.
I was gonna say 6 9 of hearts, but you don't beat 6 9 of
You
hearts.
don't. 6 7 of hearts. You beat the queen 6 of hearts.
He calls, and
gonna see the
John
bad news
shows
here.
a couple of jacks. Trip jack,
Bad
set of
move,
jacks.
Chrissy.
Well, that's going to do it for the first part of the 2-5. This was a pretty tame,
It was. Part 2 and part 3 should get a little.
a little wilder.
Yeah.
But
We're only an hour in. So.
yeah, well, good luck to everybody in the main event. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week with part 2 of 3 of the Drunk 2-5 game.
Play tight, play all night, guys.
Unbelievable. No, wait, unbluffable. All right, everybody, thanks. This is CCG Poker Radio signing out with Thursday Night Commentary. See you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.